Fettrufe.
No problem.
Shame.
Watch out for the bugs.
Remember some shaving. This is not mine. So I have that. But I was told.
Alright guys.
Yeah, I just love that.
Sit down. Make room for everyone. Guys, it's Adama Beretz HaKodesh. Oh yeah. Everybody gets hungry. You can only eat fast. I'm going to stand in my case on the ground. You see we get a new last time? Alright guys, please sit down, whoever can. We're going to be here for a little while.
Make room.
We're going to bring you some food to eat, don't worry.
That's a surprise. Plana.
Welcome everyone to around like 4,000 years ago, long time ago, Hashem said to our first father, Avraham Avinu, Lech lecha, me'aretzecha, mi'moledecha, beit avicha. His first nisayon, his first test, right? Chachamim tell us in Pirkei Avot that Avraham Avinu had 10 tests. And his first test was that he had to leave. He had to leave everything he had, his parents, everything he had in Haran, everything he had, and he started walking. To the land which I will show you. And Avram, Oved Hashem, listens to Hashem, and he starts his journey to get to Eretz Yisrael. That's his first test. This last test that he has is also Lech Lecha. I'll just read it for you from the Tanakh, which we'll be using a lot throughout the tour. This is the real guidebook of Eretz Yisrael is the Tanakh, the Torah, and just like the Torah is the guide for life, so too it's the guide also for Eretz Yisrael. Every place we go, B'ezrat Hashem, we try to learn as much as we can. God tested Abraham. He said, Abraham said, here I am. Right? Take your son, your one son. Right? The Midrash explains here that when Hashem said this to Abraham said, I had two sons. I have Yishmael and I have Yitzchak. He said, Yechidcha, you're only one. He said, this one is the only one from Sarah, and this one is the only one from Hagar. They're both Yechidcha. But Asher Ahavta, which you love. He said, I love them both. But then Hashem says them Et Yitzchak. No, I'm talking about Et Yitzchak. V'lech lecha, the same words, the first nisayon that Avram had, the first test of Emunah, are the ones of the last test. V'lech lecha el Eretz HaMoriah. And go and start going to the land of Moriah. Where's the land of Moriah? Avram, in those days, it's in Beersheba. Beersheba is far, far, far south from here. It's long, it's almost a 3 days journey to get here. And Avram takes Yitzchak. Right? Vayashkem Avram baboker. Avram woke up very early to do Ritzon Hashem. He got up early. And Bezrat Hashem will try also to go walk in the ways of Avram and also try to do early everything we go to. Yeah! Right? He harnesses his donkey, right, by himself, not by a shaliach, not by anyone else. He does it himself. It's his mitzvah, he starts it by himself. He takes two Ne'arav, and Chazal tell us that it's Yishmael and Eliezer, Be'et Yitzchak beno, right, and Vayivakad Se'olah, Vayakam Vayelech, V'makom Asher Amar Lo Elohim. And you start walking. Now the Midrash tells us that because this was the last Nisayon, and this was the hardest one for Avram, the Satan comes and tries to persuade them. First he comes to Avram. He comes as an old man. He comes to Avram and says to him, how is this possible? How is this possible? Are you going crazy? Your only son that you waited 100 years for. 100 years. Avram was 100 years old when Yitzchak was born. How could this be that Hashem is telling you that you sacrifice your only Har Moriah and to take him to be a korban. It can't be. Avram said, no, this is Ratzon Hashem, this is what Hashem wants, this is what I'm doing. This is the way that I will come closer to Hashem. The Satan realized that he had nothing to do with it. He had no way to persuade Avram, so he goes to Yitzchak. He dresses up as a young boy. And he tells him, Yitzchak, how could this be? Your mother, Sarah, wanted so much for you to be born, and she prayed, and she fasted for you. How could it be that all of a sudden God says to you that you're becoming a olam? What's going on here? Yitzchak says, no, this is Ratzon Hashem, this is what Hashem wants, this is what my father is making me, so I'm going. And they go, and they go, and they go, and they walk, and they walk, and they walk out. The Satan realizes he has no way to persuade them, so what does he do? He becomes, the Midrash tells us, he becomes a very big river. That's how he wants to stop them. He wants to stop them to coming to Har Moriah. He wants to stop them from succeeding in the test, to become closer to Hashem. And Avram said, and Yitzchak said, you know what, we're going in. And they go in, and slowly, first they come up, it's all the way to their knees, and the water comes up and up and up, and all the way, it gets up all the way. We're going to talk about the story again, someplace else. It comes all the way almost to their mouths and nose. And at this point, Avram and Yitzchak call out to Hashem. They say, you know, Hashem, we want to do your Ratzon Hashem. We want to come closer to you. We want to do what you want. And when they prayed there at this moment, and then Hashem told the Satan that that's it. He didn't succeed. They're true with their emunah and their strength in Hashem, and they're continuing. They continue. And then the pasuk says something. Bayom hashlishi, on the third day, after walking for 3 days, and after the Satan was testing them, and they were with all the tests, they succeeded. Bayom hashlishi, vayisa Avram le'ila. The third day, he lifts up his eyes. And he saw the place from afar. He's finally reached it. Now, how does Avram know that this is the place? Hashem didn't tell him. The Midrash tells us also that Avram stopped. And he saw that there was one mountain that on top of it was a cloud. The cloud, the presence of the Shekhinah that was in a cloud. And that's how we know that this was the mountain and this was no Avram. And then he turns to Eliezer and Ishmael and he says, do you see anything? They said, no, we don't see anything. Nada. Are you sure you don't see anything? No. Mountains. He said, okay. If that's so, then it means that your journey ends here. Right? He says to Avram, Vayisavram, Vayomer Avram el Ne'arav, he says to the two people that went to Ishmael and Eliezer, Shvu lachem po im hachamor. You here will wait. V'anachnu, right? Po im hachamor, v'ani v'anar nelchad ko, we'll go until here, nishtachaveh v'nshuv elechem. We'll go to Har Moriah, and we'll come back. Now, the place that we're standing at is a place that Avram saw. Avram looked, and he saw the place where at Har Moriah, which is the gold dome, which we see today, is the place where he saw that. And here, at this point, somewhere on this mountain here is where Avram saw it. This spot. This is where we're starting our journey. Just like Avram started his journey in Lech Lecha, when he was 75 years old. 75 years old, yeah, how old he lived everything after 75 years, came to the land of Israel. And then his final nisayon, according to the Midrash, was when Yitzchak was 37. So he was born, so he's 137 years old. And he walks all this way from Beersheba, and he comes to here. And at this point, he comes out, and he sees that mountain, that special mountain, and he says that this is it. But this is where also the journey becomes a Jewish journey. Only me and Yitzchak will continue. Ishmael and Eliezer, very good, you're excellent. But you stop here. Yerushalayim, this Ira Kodesh is for first and foremost is for the Jewish people. This is their nachala. They have a special connection to Hashem with no other nation has. And then they continue, they walk all the way to Har Moriah, which you see right here in front of you, the gold dome. That is Har Moriah, and right beside it is the Kotel, and that's where we're going to get to. Now, just like they started their journey, so they started their journey from Beersheba. But their main journey was from here. And our journey together, Bezrat Hashem, the next 10 days, is to learn about Israel. And to ask, just what Chaim said, you guys are not tourists. You guys here are B'nai Bayit. It's your home. Anything to learn through the Torah, through everything, people that we meet. Ask questions. And we too are going to try to do the same journey that Avram had to come closer to Hashem. Now, there are two other things I want to point out. So that's right in front of us is Har Moriah. Everyone see it? And that's where Bezrat Hashem, the Beit HaMikdash, was rebuilt instead of the dome. And that's where the Kotel is, right beside it. And that's Yerushalayim. That's Yerushalayim that we're all going to. Now, I want to ask, what's so special about this place? What's so special about Har Moriah? Why did Hashem tell him to come to this place? What is the connection? Well, the Chachamim tell us, and the Rambam brings us also, in Yad HaChazakah. Answer? Definitely. Right. Remind me your name? Shlomo. Shlomo tells a great answer. That according to the Midrash, according to what we know, the place of the Mizbeach on Har Moriah is the place that Adam HaRishon was created from that earth. Right? Chazal tell us, Mimokom Shnivra Adam, Mimokom Kapaloto Shel Adam, Sham Nivra. No, it's Adam Nivra Mimokom Kapaloto. Adam was created from the place that he will bring kapara, that he will come closer to Hashem. And that tells us something very special. That means that the journey that we all are going on together throughout Israel, the journey that we all have, that we do in Elul, a soul search for everyone to go closer to Hashem, is not something that's outside of us. It's not something that's chitzoni, it's something, it's yes or no. But that journey, that same sense of wanting to come closer, wanting to learn, wanting to come closer to our Lord at this place, is embedded within everyone's neshama. And that's part of the tour, part of the group. Bezrat Hashem will have time for everyone to bring out their own neshama, for everyone to bring out as a group, as a cloud, and each and every one of us to learn and to connect to all the places. Two more things I want just to point out. You can't really see it here, but you guys notice that on the left side it's very, very green, right? And on the right side, it's not so green. So the truth is that this is, as you travel more eastwards, right? We'll sort of get everyone direction. This way is south, this way is north. To my left, your right, is east. This way is west. So the western wall, the Kotel HaMaravi, is going to be from this place closest to. You can't see it from here, but it's right to the left. And we see here all the side, the eastern side of Eretz Yisrael, and we'll see it after as a map, is a desert. It's a desert. And this is something we're now in the month of Elul, preparing ourselves for Yom Kippur. One of the main things on Yom Kippur is that they had, part of the avoda was that they had two seirim, right? There were two goats, that one of them was brought as a korban in the Beit Mikdash, and the other one was taken out to the desert. Azazel. You guys remember that? You guys with me? You say to avoda? So this is a picture. Right, there's two goralot, right? See here the Kohen Gadol had what? His right hand, right? That was a Siman Tov. His right hand that came out LaShem, right up his right hand. And the second one is the Chatan. So from this place, from the Beit Mikdash, one was brought in the Beit Mikdash, and one of them was brought Azazel. Azazel is right over the cliffs. That's to the desert. So you guys, when you guys are back on Yom Kippur, and when you go with Seder Avodah, and it's long, it's hot, you're thinking about the Chazan is talking, is praying the Seder Avodah. You guys could also remember that from this spot, the Ish Iti, the person that took the goat to Azazel, the main part of the Avodah, would walk all the way from there, all the way to the east, to the cliffs, and that's where we would be.